Hey guys, come on downstairs. We are playing a little Minnesota Twins franchise here today. It's episode number 234. We're playing MLB The Show 20. And we're in season number 5 of this Twins franchise, games 26 through 28. We come in at 13-12, just hovering above 500. We're taking on the Oakland Athletics at home at Target Field, who are a game below 500 at 13-14. It's a 3-game series, so for the first 3 times that we meet the A's this season, it'll be here in Minneapolis. Sonny Gray facing his former team. In our world, he never pitched for the Cincinnati Reds, which I believe that's where he's at now. He stayed with the Oakland A's until this offseason, and we will be facing Martin Gomez. 2-2 with an ERA of 6. And we get highlights started off in inning number 2. The A's wearing their awesome green uniforms. I love them. I love the lighter green A's uniforms more than the darker green. Maxwell swings and misses. Sonny Gray gets out of the inning. And there is still no score here in the second in Minneapolis. We move ahead to the third. This is the first of 3 here in Minnesota. Franklin Barreto at the plate for the Oakland A's with 2 outs and 0-1 delivery from Sonny Gray. And it's chopped towards the third base side. Look at Nolan Arenado get the jump on that one and throw the fairly speedy Franklin Barreto out at first. Beautiful play there by the best third baseman in all of baseball. Let's move to the 4th inning now. Eddie Rosario with 1 out. Nobody on and a 3-2 count for Martin Gomez. And Eddie Rosario with a fly ball down the right field line. He's trying to coax it fair a la Carlton Fisk, and he does so. 6th home run of the year for Eddie Rosario. Goes 367 feet estimated. And the Twins jump on the board first, 1-0 at the end of the 4th. Let's skip now to the 6th. Eddie Rosario at the plate again, still facing Martin Gomez, this time with a runner on first. He's going to rip it into the right field gap. It goes off the bottom of the wall, runner rounding third. There's going to be a play at the plate. Here comes the relay in slow motion, of course. And it is going to be in time to gun down a sliding Miguel Sano. A nice throw a nice relay from the right fielder and the second baseman on that play. Now former Twin Max Kepler. 7th inning, still just 1-0. Sonny Gray gets him looking. Great game by Sonny Gray in this one. Middle of the 7th, it's still 1-0. We go to the 8th. And a beautiful job done by Sonny Gray in this game against his former team, the Oakland A's. He's going to leave in the 8th inning. Tip of the hat to the home crowd. And we hand the ball over to Mr. Shane Ashley. Shane Ashley making his 11th appearance of the year. 6 holds. He's looking for another one. Facing Austin Slater with 2 on and 2 outs. Ground ball right side. Jace Peterson with it on to first to Mario Calero for the out. And Shane Ashley gets us out of the inning. The silver mullet is what we call Shane Ashley. 9th inning now. Kevin Segrist looking for save number 8 in 9 opportunities. 2.70 ERA. He's facing Max Kepler now with 2 outs in the 9th, a runner on first. And he's got an 0-2 count. Trying to keep Kepler off the board. It's a lefty-on-lefty matchup. Kepler's a good hitter against lefties, though. But Segrist wins the battle in this instance. And a combined shutout, 4-hit shutout for the Twins pitchers on the day. Twins lead the season series 1-0. Obviously, that was the first game of the year. The Tigers lead the division at 15-10. We're 14-12. The Sox are 13-11. Eddie Rosario hit a home run. Nolan Arenado was 2 for 4 with a double. Wilmer Flores walked once, was 0 for 2, and Francisco Cervelli 1 for 3 with a strikeout. Not a lot of offense for either team. We go into game number 27. It's the second game of this 3-game series. Lamar Aubrey is on the hill for the A's, making start number 6. 4.13 ERA in 28 1/3 innings, 1.59 whip. And we're sending out Jose Barrios, who has struggled here in the early going, making his 6th start. He's 1-2. with a 5.79 ERA and a 1.33 whip. And let's get things underway here in the first. Jose Barrios facing Franklin Barreto, the number 2 hitter for Oakland. With 1 out and nobody on, Franklin Barreto drives it deep to left. Eddie Rosario going back, looking up, it's gone. That's not Eddie Rosario, that's Mark Kirby, my bad. Solo home run for Franklin Barreto. And this time the A's jump on the board first. First run they've scored in this series, and it comes here in game number 2. All right, we are still in the first inning. Harry Guevara at the plate for the A's with runners on the corners, and he goes right back up the middle of the box. And it drives in the second run of the game for Oakland. 2-0 in the middle of 1. We move ahead to inning number 5. This is Franklin Barreto again. He's 1 for 2 with a solo home run back in the first. You saw it with your own eyes. 2-0 A's with the lead. This time Barrios gets the strikeout as Jose has settled down a bunch. Still 2-0. 2 runs on 5 hits and an error for the A's. No runs on 5 hits for the Twins. So we got to find some offense in this game. Nolan Arenado at the plate now with 1 out, nobody on. Actually, yeah, nobody on. Here's a drive deep to left. That one's headed towards the gap, and it is gone. Nolan Arenado, 7th home run of the season for the third baseman that we brought over this offseason from the Colorado Rockies, a free agent. We didn't have to give up anybody to get him, just pay him a whole buttload of cash. And we gave him like a 10-year contract, so yeah, it might turn out to be a little bit of an albatross at some point in this franchise, but right now, after a 105-loss season, we need to win some baseball games. All right, base hit to the right side. Makes it 2-1. Here is Miguel Sano now, runner on first. First pitch, and Sano drives it deep to the gap. It's the bottom of the 8th inning. If it goes over, it does. It's going to give the Twins the lead. Home run number 14 for Miguel Sano. What an absolute beast this man has been early in this season. Leads the American League in home runs and RBIs, and that'll chase the A's pitcher from the game. They will bring in Emilio Villanueva to face Francisco Cervelli. Runner going, it is Delino DeShields, and he's going to steal the bag easily. Throw is way late. And now we've got a runner on second with 2 outs and a base hit to left. It's going to drive home Delino DeShields, who scores, making it a 4-2 Twins lead. We are looking for our second win in the series with a chance to get our first series sweep. Kevin Seager is going to come on to try to close this one out. He got the save in yesterday's game, made it 8 out of 9 opportunities, looking for 9 out of 10, facing Harry Guevara with a runner on first. And representing the tying run, and he flies to center field. Byron Buxton's there, ball game. The Twins win the second game of this series and lead the season series 2-0. All right, Sano was 1 for 4, had that 1 home run that drove in 2. Arenado 1 for 4 with a home run and an RBI. Wilmer Flores, our shortstop, was 2 for 4 with a pair of doubles. Mark Kirby 2 for 4 with a double as well. Franklin Barreto went 1 for 4 for the A's. Tommy La Stella went 2 for 4 with a double for Oakland. All right, we go to the third game of this series, game number 28 of the season. We're sitting at 15-12, our best record yet. Highest amount of games above 500 we've been, 15-12. Kyle Gibson on the hill. We are looking for our first series sweep of the year. Here at home against the A's, Dylan Overton goes for the Oakland Athletics. And he is 2-2 with a 3.77 ERA. Second inning action here. Carlos Paulino, our backup catcher, is at the plate. 267 with no home runs. On a full count, he's going to lift this one to left. That one's got a chance. Could be his first career home run, and it is! Carlos Paulino. First major league home run. At the end of the second inning, Twins lead at 1-0 over Oakland. We go to the third. Looking for that sweep. Franklin Barreto at the plate with a runner on first, 1 out. Here's the delivery from Kyle Gibson. And Gibby's going to give up a deep ball from Barreto. That one's got no chance of staying in the yard. 2-run home run for Franklin Barreto. 50 plus feet is the estimate on that bomb. Moonshot for Franklin Barreto, middle of the third. 2-1 A's. We go to the fifth. Still 2-1. Byron Buxton with a chance to do some damage with 2 outs. And nobody on, so I guess it would take a home run to do any damage. Does he get it? Yes. Looks like it goes right over the top of the foul pole. And that is home run number 2 for Byron Buxton. Already showing a little more power this season than he had last season. And that ties the game up at 2 at the end of the 5th. Let's jump to the 6th. Harry Guevara at the plate now. Runner on second with 2 outs, still facing Kyle Gibson. This is pitch number 87 of the day. He grounds at the short. Wilmer Flores on to first, takes care of it, and Gibson with a solid performance. He gets through 6, so we've had a couple of good pitching performances in this series. Call it 3 of them, to be exact. Chasen Shreve now, looking to keep the game tied here in the 7th. Facing Alex Glenn, and Alex Glenn has other ideas. Alex Glenn with a solo shot off Chasen Shreve. It was a lefty-on-lefty matchup, didn't matter to Alex Glenn. 3rd home run of the year for him. Man, the A's have a bunch of players on their team that I've never heard of. Bunch of no-namers. Here's Bruce Maxwell. 0 for 2 on the day, and Maxwell lifts it to right. That one's going back. And it is going to be gone. 1st home run of the year for Bruce Maxwell. And this game has come apart at the seams on us. Chasen Shreve gives up a couple of runs in the 7th. And we go to the 8th behind the 8 ball now. JT Chargois will be on the hill, making appearance number 9. He's got an ERA of 1.80. There was a time last season that we were thinking about waiving JT Chargois. He was struggling that badly. But he has come around, but he gives up a huge dinger there. Max Kepler, former Twin, probably puts the nail in the coffin of this one and denies us our first series sweep. Do you think we're going to sweep anybody this season? I don't know. Man, outside of a 2-game series, I don't know if we have it in us to sweep somebody in a 3 or 4-game series. Miguel Sano now with a drive to center field in the bottom of the 8th. And this one's got a chance. He could tie it. And it is caught right at the wall. And that will do it. The A's get the win, 5-2. Spoil the chance for a sweep that we have. Max Kepler, 2 for 4 with a home run, a double, and RBI. Alex Glenn, 2 for 4 with a home run, a double, and RBI. Franklin Barreto, 2 for 4 with a home run, a double, and RBI. Actually, 2 RBIs. It doesn't say a double. And for us, Carlos Polino hits his first Major League home run. Byron Buxton adds one himself for home run number 2 of the year. Let's look at the standings. Yankees are 19-10. The Red Sox 15-14. Jays 12-16. Rays are 11-17, as are the Orioles. Tigers lead the Central 17-10. We're 15-13. Out west, the Rangers a half a game ahead of the Angels. The Astros are 2.5 back. The A's are 3.5 back. And the Mariners are 5 back. Let's flip it over. Look at the National League here early in the year. The Nationals out to a 22-6 record. The Braves right behind them at 12-16. Well, not right behind them. They're like 10 games back, 28 games into the season. That's not a great place to be for your second place team. Probably pretty good odds that the Nationals are going to win the NL East, I would say. Here early, Cubs, 1 game over the Reds and Cardinals. The Giants lead the Dodgers by 2.5 out west. All right, that's it for Minnesota Twins franchise, episode number 234. Games 26 through 28. It is MLB The Show 20. I'm loving it so far here on Mama's Basement Sports Gaming.